Alright guys, what is going on? My name is Noah Colvin and welcome back to the channel. And today is a special start to a prep file series, baby. We are 10 weeks out, well 10 and a half weeks today because I'm recording this on a Wednesday, but this video will be dropping on Sunday of this week. So this Saturday I will be 10 weeks out from my first ever bodybuilding show, and I could not be more excited, I could not be more nervous, but I could not feel more ready mentally. It's just all about getting my physique to where it needs to be along these 10 and a half weeks. But I thought, what a better way to start than to hit legs. So we just got to the gym. It's 6:30. I'm honestly super tired. I mean, I had a long day at work. It's rainy outside, but that's not going to stop us from keeping our eyes on the goal, eyes on the prize. We know what we want, and we're not here to settle for anything less. So we got legs today. The gym is hella packed, so I'm not looking forward to navigating around people, but you know, I gotta do what I gotta do to get this video to you guys. So how I train legs compared to my last leg day video is different. I train with a lot more intensity and I do less workouts. I'm pretty sure last leg day video I did, which was honestly a minute ago, I did like around 6 workouts, and now I just do like four workouts, just focusing on full range of motion and really making sure, because like how I do legs is I split up quad and hamstring. I want to have a hamstring day and a quad day. Calves are thrown in on both days because I want to isolate the muscle. I want to feel and focus on the muscle. I want to put my mind in the muscle and I want to sculpt that shit. So it's all about the intensity when it comes to legs, because we all know legs is a way different burn. It's a way different workout. It takes a lot. It's mentally draining. If you truly hit legs to full capacity and you push yourself, there's no muscle group that comes close to a leg burn, especially quads or calves. Like hamstrings, I feel like I have more stamina on, more endurance, muscular endurance. But quads, like I have really good endurance with quads, but something about just being under some weight and my quads just on fire makes me want to cry, like shed a tear. Like I remember last week I hit legs. I'm not even kidding. I always start with a hack squat because it's bread and butter and gets my knees warmed up, and it's like the best movement I have found for my quads and my growth. And I started crying. Like I involuntarily started crying. Like I was pushing so hard that I forced tears out of my eyes. And it was the craziest shit because I didn't even think that a human could do that until I looked in the mirror and I was wiping my eyes, and it wasn't sweat. I know it wasn't sweat because I just wiped my face. It was tears coming down my face, and I'm like, holy shit, this is like my body telling me that we are going hard. So I was like, that was like a new level of intensity for me. So we're going to carry that same intensity into this video. Other than that, I'm going to keep the breakdown simple, keep this intro simple, because I want to get in there and get after it. I got to work tomorrow too, but I also want to make sure I have enough time to break down what I'm doing, how I'm performing these movements, and what nuances you can do to make the big difference in your leg days and to feel like different sides of your quad activating. Because I know a lot of people think of the quad as one big muscle, but it's called a quadricep for a reason. It's 4 muscles. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and kill this pre-workout. I'm going to go ahead and warm up, and I will see y'all at the first exercise. Let's go! All right. So luckily right now, there's not that many people in here. I start off with leg extensions because my knees, I get a little achy before I get into a compound movement. I want to get my joints, ligaments, and tendons warmed up. And I also want to get my quads pre-exhausted so I get as much contraction and squeeze and stretch as possible whenever I go into a compound lift. I want to feel it all on my quad. I don't want to feel it anywhere else. So I like to pre-exhaust the muscle group I'm working, isolate that muscle, and then go into the compound lift. I feel like I get warmed up, the blood's flowing, and I'm more prepared to move heavier weight because my body's, you know, warmed up. So I'm gonna start. I usually just do 3 back-to-back sets of light weight, and then I'll go to the hip abductors and adductors to warm up my hips, because my hips have always been tight ever since I was a kid. So loose hips means more depth, means more gains, more range of motion. So that's what we want.
hip adductor. Yes, adductor. So I used to never do the adductor or abductor at all. I was like, oh, that's a sus machine. And it was just like such a mental thing. And now, bro, I'm telling you, if you want to squat heavy and you want full range of motion to where your knees don't even bend in at all, because I see a lot of people when they squat, their knees come in because they have weak adductors and weak abductors. They're not able to stabilize the weight within their hips. So if you can strengthen those stabilizing muscles within your hips, it's gonna make your squat a lot stronger, and it's gonna make your range of motion a lot deeper, which is what you want, because that's more stretch and more contraction, more gains on the table. So I always warm up my hips before I go into any squatting movement, even hack squat where I'm not even stabilizing the weight. It's really just all quad, but I want to make sure that I'm feeling every single rep, and I don't want my hips restricting me. So we got to get them warmed up. And a lot of people have tight hips out there. I'm telling you, just start with light. This isn't even a machine you're supposed to go heavy with. I just do it just for reps, get my hips warmed up, just open them up in general. So definitely give it a shot if you haven't. It's a game changer. That was the hip adductor. You're adding to the midline of your body. That's why it's called the adductor. Now we have the hip abductor, away from the midline of the body. This is where I see the most glute gains. Like, I don't want to say glute, but like side glute, you know? You have that little dip right there, like right where your hip and ass cheek meet. But this is the machine that has helped me so much when it comes to opening up my hips and getting full depth to where I don't feel like my hips are restricting me whenever I go down for a squat. Because like I said, I see a lot of people who go down and they have to bow in their legs because their stabilizing hip muscles can't even hold the weight. And there's no way that is sustainable. There's no way you're gonna see gains from that. Like, you have to practice opening up your hips and stretching out those muscles. Because I'm telling you, I had the tightest hips in the world. I started static stretching. I started doing a lot of dynamic stretches. I started working on, prioritizing form over weight. And I have never felt stronger in my hips. Now, when it comes to my depth, my hips have a long way to go. They came a long way too. Just warm up with these machines and tell me that you don't feel a lot looser whenever you go into your squatting movements. Whether it's B squat, hack squat, regular squat, even leg press is a great one. Because when you have your knees coming to your chest, you have to open up your hips, allowing the weight to come to your chest so you can get full stretch, full squeeze. So definitely give these a shot. Do not sleep. I'm telling you, it's a game changer. Squeeze your balls too. Gotta bear with it. Right behind me we have hack squat. I got the band on the back because when you come all the way down, it helps not put a lot of pressure on your knees. I wear knee sleeves anyway when I get to my top sets, but whenever I'm warming up, I want to make sure my knees aren't achy, they're not cracky, because my knees do tend to pop, but the band helps when it comes to getting at the bottom and putting all that pressure on your knees. I feel like that's why a lot of people stray away from hack squat, because it's hard on their knees. But if you put this band on the back, like I have it right here around the shoulder pads, it's fucking butter. So definitely give this a shot as well. I'll probably do this like 7 or 8 sets. So this is what I start with. I usually do hack squat and leg press, heavy sets, a lot of sets, and then isolations like leg extension and then like a couple calf workouts. But other than that, it's hack squat and leg press to the fucking grave. Also, I usually warm up my warm-up sets, I guess, all the way up until 2 1/4 or 2 1/2. So 2 plates and a 25 is when I put my knee sleeves on. But other than that, it's no knee sleeves. I'm raw dogging the fuck out of the machine. And I'm driving through my heels on this platform right here, okay? It's a super small platform that we have at this gym. Other gyms have bigger platforms where you can get a lot more versatile, but I'm driving through my heels. Don't drive through your toes and let your heels come off the platform. You wanna drive through your heels and stretch out that quad. That is the biggest thing I see that people don't know what they're doing, or that the biggest fault I see in people is they always drive with their toes and not their heels. The heels is where you activate the quad, the toes is where you activate the calf. That is the difference. Right here, I'm not getting paid for this, but these are the ones you want. You get knee sleeves, invest. These are like 120 bucks. Best fucking investment I have made when it comes to gym equipment besides my squatting belt. So like, keeps everything compressed within your knee. No aching, no joint pain, none of that. No tenderness, just straight gains. So you gotta get you some SBD. They're like an Olympic powerlifting company, but definitely check these out, so fire. Bro, it's fucking wild. It's like they knew I was recording today. Cause there's like nobody here. Like the gym right now is desolate. I'm like nervous. I'm not nervous, I'm happy. I'm very happy. But it's just weird, it's a Wednesday. Usually this bitch, Monday through Thursday, is rocking around this time. So, basically for my warm-up sets, what I'll do is I'll just go sets of 15 reps, and I'll work my way up, and then I'll start doing sets of 12. So I'm at 3 plates now. I'll probably do this set of 12, and then after that is failure sets. I'm just going to a failure. Probably do 2 or 3 failure sets, and yeah. So my workup sets, and just like I said, I'm just getting the blood flowing, getting warmed up. Warm-up sets the same way. And then once I get to my failure sets, balls to the wall, nothing left in the tank. So 3 plates, 12 reps. From there, failure sets. Let's fucking go. Drive through your heels. It's where you see power. It's where you get power. Get set, get your breathing. Starting, stand up strong, tall. Oh shit. I don't know how I got that up. Also, I cannot stress the importance of rest in between your sets. You need to let your central nervous system rest and reset, or else you're gonna have no power for your next set, especially if you're trying to go heavier. Pushing the central nervous system and the muscle to that state of fatigue with trying to increase the weight is not gonna end well. It's not gonna be in your favor. Also, when you cut weight, as you get leaner and leaner, your ligaments and tendons get, I don't want to say unhealthy, but they get more susceptible to injury. So you want to be very cognizant of your condition, how much weight you can actually push for quality reps, and how much your body can take before you're kind of pushing into that overtraining stage. So just got to be mindful of these things while you're training. Work smarter, not harder. Top set, it's top set right here. there was no way I was getting that up from a dead stop. Damn, it just got dark. From a dead stop, there was no way I was getting that up. So I'm just gonna have to unrack it for where it's at. That's straight. Dude, don't be scared. Golly, this lighting is so fun. When you're going to failure, don't be scared about people looking at you. Don't be scared about not getting the weight up. If you're on a Smith machine, or a machine like a hack squat that can handle it, that is meant for failure, where you can drop out, bottom out, and you don't have to worry about having a spot, fucking run that shit up. That's where you're gonna leave gains on the table, not pushing yourself to absolute failure on the movements that allow for absolute failure. So it's probably gonna be it for hack squat. Move on to some calves and just keep this intensity going, 'cause I'm feeling good. So let's move on to calf raises. Bro, so I chew gum when I lift. Just bit the fuck out of my tongue. My shit is bleeding like a motherfucker. So we're gonna hit calf raises. Set this up right here. Oh shit. Calf raises, 3 second static hold at the top, 3 second static hold at the bottom, 10 reps a piece, back to back to back. I just got a 25 on each side. It's not even about the weight, it's about the contraction of the calf. I want to put my mind in the muscle when it comes to calves, because calves are a genetic weak point of mine, so I'm trying to bring them up. So as much time under tension as I can so I can feel the muscle and force growth. All I've done is 2 sets and my calves are fucking screaming right now. Like, I had to readjust the seat or readjust my calf and my positioning because my calves were slipping off, and that just like fired them even more. So do 2 more sets, we'll go 4 sets, and then probably move the leg press if it's open. If not, I'll have to call an audible, do something else, but I'm hoping the leg press is open. If so, that's like one machine I want to show you all besides the hack squat, is the leg press, how to properly do the leg press to get the most out of the movement and to get the most, put your mind in the muscle so you actually force that growth that everybody looks for. I feel like a lot of people just pulse out on leg press and they don't feel the full contraction and full stretch of the actual movement. I feel like that's where the growth happens, is treating the last rep like the first rep, slowing down and controlling the weight. Welcome to how I can't even talk. All my blood is not in my brain, it's in my quads. But welcome to how to properly leg press 101 with your host, Noah Calder. Here. So I have this platform laid up as upright as I can. Obviously with it still going down because I want all the weight, I want gravity to do its part and I want to pull it down. But I want to show you guys where you should put your feet. If you want to feel the most in your quad, not in your glutes, because the higher you go, the more you're going to feel it in your hamstrings and glutes. We want to feel it in the quad, not in the hamstrings and glutes. So here's what we're going to do. Oh shit. Come right here, right? The edge where this angle's off, right in the middle. I usually like to put my heels right on the inside of that. That way, when I'm here, I'm as low as I can go. That way, I'm gonna feel it, everything in my quad, put all the tension in my quad. Come here. let this go. I grab onto this platform. You can grab onto the handles, but I grab onto the platform. And I drive, and I don't lift my butt up or anything. I literally let the weight just come down, and I bring my knees to my chest. And as I'm coming down, I want to throw my legs out. I want to keep my knees out, not in, because that's gonna cause injury. So I come down and just let the weight naturally come down and explode up. And I'll do it again. You do that rep after rep, slow and controlled and drive. Get reset every rep. People say that you can't lock out on the leg press. If you know what you're doing, lock out on the leg press and reset, then go into your sets or go into your reps. Wow, that's insane. All right, so my SD card got filled, so we had to call an audible. Now we're recording on our phone. That's cool, so I'm gonna get it done. And then control the weight. I want you to feel each rep. But I'm gonna do this for a warm up, and then we're gonna get into the working sets. I'll probably do 2 to 3 failure sets. Hit like one more calf machine or calf workout or exercise, and then we're gonna go and just failure leg extensions. And then I gotta do cardio. Not easy to do. But last week, I hit that for 10, 11 this week, and I'm lighter. Wow.
Alright guys, what's going on? So I wanted to show you this variation of calf raises. I feel like this is one of the best variations for your calves because you have all the weight coming down, gravity's pulling the weight towards you, so you're able to get a full stretch, full squeeze throughout your calves. I know a lot of people struggle with feeling calf activation or their feet slip, whatever it may be. But this, with the seat supporting you and gravity pulling it all down, if you have enough of your toes or most of your toes on the platform, you should be good to go to get the full stretch, full squeeze. I really like to crank these out, but I like to do them at a slower cadence. That way I can feel the quality of each rep and engage all the muscle fibers I can throughout my calves. Alright guys, I wanted to chime in here too because I wanted to inform y'all that I believe that leg extensions at the beginning and end of your workout are the best way to end and begin your quad workouts. Warms up the knee, gets the blood flowing, isolates the muscle. But at the very end, when you have no more strength or power to push those compound movements to, failure or to get quality reps or whatever it may be, You need to be doing these full stretch, full squeeze. I end with these, and I swear it is the gnarliest burn you can put in your quad at the very end of your workout. I also like to just do minimal rest in between, so I can do like a superset, just go back and forth, just crank them out, and just fire up the quad as much as possible to end the workout.